All right, let's see. I got a hat because you know it's gonna get sunny at the beach. Got my camera to take some pictures. Sunblock, you know, keep the sun off. Adult beverages because I'm an adult. Beach snack, you know, snacking on the beach. Wait, what? Santa Monica Beach is closed? Why? COVID-19? Bruh. Well, crap. Now what are we gonna do? There's a what board game? There's a Santa Monica board game, bruh? Whoa, bro, let's unbox it. What's up, Meeples? Welcome to Hero of the Meeple, where we talk board games and more. Today, I'm going to be unboxing Santa Monica. It's a game by AEG Games. The game is by Josh Wood, and the art is by Jeremy Nguyen. I'm actually a LA resident, so Santa Monica, that's my neighbor. It's a few miles down the road. I have a lot of memories at Santa Monica Beach over the last several years. So when I saw this game, I was pretty excited to see what's inside and compare it to the real deal. Let's bust this thing open. Why do I always struggle with the shrink wrap? Well, I'm taking the shrink wrap off here. The back says, build your own perfect beach, Santa Monica. In Santa Monica, you're trying to create the most appealing neighborhood in Southern California, where you choose to create a calm, quiet beach focusing on nature, a bustling beach full of tourists, or something in between to appeal to locals. Each turn, you will draft a feature card from the display to build up either your beach or your street. These features work together to score your victory points. The player with the most points win. I love the box art. It does have a very beachy vibe to it. I mean, I know this is Santa Monica, but to me it has like a 80s Miami beach vibe aesthetic to it. I can tell you that the water in Santa Monica Beach does not look like this. The art on the front cover here is pretty cool. So this is Santa Monica Pier. It does actually look like Santa Monica Pier, so that's pretty neat. The big Ferris wheel there, you've probably seen it in pictures. And it does have this like long, narrow stretch, and then you reach the end here where there's like a restaurant on the end of the pier, and a lot of people are usually fishing in this area off the pier. Are you catching anything out there? All right, let's open up the box. Okay, so on top we have the rules, the rule book, nice illustration on it as well of the Santa Monica Pier. Again, you know, I look at this and I can tell it's Santa Monica, so that's pretty cool. 2 to 4 players, age 14 plus, 12 pages front to back, although the back doesn't really have much rules on it. It's kind of just dedications and all that. So it looks like the core rules go about to page 9. All right, so we have our first punch board on top. There's a bunch of little green footprint tokens and then 4 very large sand dollar punch outs. One of them, for example, says pay 3 sand dollars, take 1 card from the back, and then some symbol thing that I don't know what it means yet. All right, we have another punch board. Oh, this is pretty cool. So actually there's some buildings that you would see in Santa Monica. These 3 buildings up here. And these actually do look like buildings you would see walking along the beach of Santa Monica. Bougian Villas. Yeah, I think there's actually some apartments on Santa Monica Beach called the Bougian Villas. Other than that, of interest on the punch board, we got a seagull. Those of you who don't live in California, I don't know if you have seagulls or not. They are annoying as hell. They are ravenous. They are barely afraid of people, so they will come after your food. Don't leave it unattended. Tourists, if you ever come to Santa Monica, watch out for the seagulls. Third punch board here, some more buildings. The rest of the box is actually pretty empty, but there are a few things in here. The card deck, I'll open up the card deck real quick. Reference cards, always, those are always necessary. There's 4 of them. That makes sense, there's 4 players. I think all the other cards are just 1 deck. So half the deck, maybe it's 2 decks, I'm not sure. But half the deck has some symbols and numbers at the top, and then something there, some illustration on the bottom. And then the other half of the deck has the numbers and symbols on the bottom of the card and then the illustration on top. Based on looking at the pictures, I think you're supposed to actually combine the bottom cards and the top cards to create your beach neighborhood. Buildings, there's park benches, palm trees, surf shacks, restaurants. Fact about palm trees is actually they weren't even native to Los Angeles. They're actually brought here. So for those of you that all associate Los Angeles, the beaches area here with palm trees, those weren't actually even native to this area. And then for the cards that have the numbers and symbols on top, these all look to be beaches. So it looks like the bottom cards focus on kind of like the street level, buildings and whatnot, sidewalks and all that. And then the top cards will focus on the actual beach. Score pad here, it's like you score by peoples, your ups and down cards, and some other various things that we'll find out once we read the rules. And then we have a bag full of wooden tokens. Let's start with these little blue folks here. I think they're all the same. So yeah, we just have a lot of little people, blue people with sunglasses. They're probably beach goers. These orange people have a camera around their neck. Obviously they're tourists, right? You know, one of the strategies in the game is probably attracting tourists or something. By the way, if you ever come to Santa Monica, do your research first. It is a tourist trap, okay, y'all? So we have another bag here. Actually, there's a bunch of green peoples, and these green people don't have any printing on them, so they're just plain people. So no idea what they're supposed to represent. And then we have one pink person and one. I thought this was a boat, but this is actually one pink food truck. We love our food trucks, so if you ever make a trip here, you'll see you know, food trucks all around, especially in touristy areas like that, the beach areas. This last bag is we have a bag full of, all right, we have a bag of sand dollar tokens. You'll never ever see a sand dollar at Santa Monica Beach. The only life you're ever gonna find at Santa Monica is seagulls and pigeons. You're gonna have a hard time finding actual marine life, and you'll definitely never see a sand dollar. I'm a Central Coast California native, so actually the beaches that I grew up by when I was a kid, I could actually go to the beach and find sand dollars. Not just sand dollars, but I actually find the dead ones that are kind of like fossilized, which are really cool to collect, but also live sand dollars, which are like purplish tint to them. And you know, they're kind of have a rough fur texture to them. I actually found several of those when I was a kid. I haven't seen any at beaches in years, even the beaches by where I grew up. Unfortunately, they're just not as around as much, but still cute, even if they don't actually exist at Santa Monica Beach. That's everything. So I'm really excited to actually take a look at all the cards in more depth and see what's on there, see what clever stuff is on there, and compare it to the actual Santa Monica Beach. Aesthetically, I love it. I think this is my first beach game, and it feels really cool that it's Santa Monica, that it's, you know, it is, you know, one of my beaches. It is really cool to actually get to play a game off of an area that I'm very familiar with. So let me know down in the comments, have you purchased Santa Monica yet? This is a pretty new game. Have you played it? Let me know what your thoughts were. And also, have you ever been to Santa Monica? If you're not from the area, what do you actually think about the real life beach? Because I'm really curious to compare how beautiful and aesthetically pleasing this beach looks to the real deal, because don't get in that water at Santa Monica Beach. It is nasty, son. All right, Meeples, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you all later.